Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be reviewing this 10 gauge marine wire from Ancor. If you're doing any sort of outdoor wiring or on a moving vehicle like a boat or a camper van, these are the wires you want for top quality wire protection and performance. We use these exact same wires to connect our solar panels to our batteries in our camper van, and for over 4 years these wires have held up against the harsh environments, against UV light, extreme temperature, saltwater spray, heavy rain, and constant vibrations while we drive. And these wires are still holding up perfectly. And from our long-term direct experience with these wires, we wouldn't recommend any of the branded wires for an outdoor wiring project. In this video, we're going to unspool this wire and strip away the insulation so that you can see what's inside and what you're getting for your money. Let's get into the details. This is how the product comes when it first arrives to you, and comes tightly wrapped around this spool. Now, let's take the wire out. The first thing you notice is just how flexible this wire is. This is great for wiring in tight spaces, but what you'll also realize is just how tough this vinyl insulation is. In fact, Ancor touts these wires as exceeding most boat and US Coast Guard standards for electrical wiring. Even if I try to dig my nails into this outer insulation layer, the insulation isn't really denting or tearing. And this is so important to see if you care about protecting the copper wires inside. With other wires we've seen, the insulation jacket can be softer and more prone to being punctured with a nail. Now, let's cut away the insulation to expose the inner wire strands. Now you can see all the many wire conductors that make up this 10 gauge wire. According to Ancor's datasheet, there are more than 105 individual 30 gauge wire strands here. And this is another reason why this wire is so flexible. The more individual wire strands a wire has, the more flexible it is. Also, the thinner that the stranding is, the more resistant the wire is to fatigue from vibration and flexing. Lastly, what you'll see is that these 100% pure copper wires are tinned for additional corrosion resistance. We don't have any real criticisms of this wire, except for its price. These certainly aren't the cheapest wires on the market. But as people like to say, good wires aren't cheap, and cheap wires aren't good. And if you need a wire that can withstand the day-to-day rigors of a harsh outdoor environment, like on a boat or an RV, you can't go wrong with these Ancor marine grade wires. Thanks for watching. Building an electrical system in a camper van can be complicated. Just look at all the products that you'll need. That's why we provide an electrical wiring ebook filled with simple, intuitive wiring diagrams and product and tool recommendations to help you build your system as fast as possible. To access this free ebook, click the link in the description below or head over to our website's homepage. Happy building!